with the passing of WorldStar founder Q, whose real name is Lee Odene, not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, at the young age of 43, which is even more tragic. Apparently, he died of a heart attack in his sleep. I mean, that's at least what they're saying right now. With his passing, it really forces you to consider the site that so many of us have an opinion on. I obviously have expressed my opinions about Worldstarhiphop, but I'm not really going to get into that. WorldStar is a site that has, its soared leaps and bounds just totally past what you thought a hip-hop website was capable of doing. I mean, just considering its popularity, its sort of, quasi mainstream appeal that it had. It was mentioned on all different sorts of mediums by people who you would never even consider to know anything about hip hop, much less a hip hop website. The negatives, of course, of WorldStar, the violence that it presents, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you can't complain about the video content. The up and coming rappers, or rather the unsigned artists, and whenever I saw that, I just always think, well, that's probably somebody that paid $600 and they put the video there, but I'm not gonna even bother clicking on that. Very rarely have I ever clicked on just a brand new artist on WorldStar, a thumbnail of somebody that I did not recognize. You guys let me know in the comment section if you actually get into that, because when I go to WorldStar, it's just if I just want to see just something so silly that I just check it out for a couple minutes and then, I'm in and out like a robbery. It's a site where you can sort of visibly see why it became more popular than other sites, other than the negative aspect of it. If you look at sites like allhiphop.com, if you look at hiphopdx, sohiphop.com, these are sites that, they basically got the basic template of basically how to manage a blog or a website. I mean, you've got your home, you got rumors, you got video at the top. It's, it's giving the user, options. Which is great, but if you go to Worldstarhiphop, I mean, at the top, just right below the header, it's just eye candy and search. Keep scrolling, bitch. It's nothing but videos. That's what you came here to see. I guess that's the conundrum of making things accessible for people. How do they have more of an enjoyable experience if we tell them what they want, or we give them all the options in the world? Have you ever been to a diner? Maybe it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. You go to the diner, you're, half asleep, maybe a little tipsy, and you open up the menu, and there are so many options in that menu. You've got the pasta menus, you got the burger menus. You could even eat breakfast if you fucking want to, and it normally takes you about 10 to 15 minutes to actually figure something to eat. Whereas, you go to a, just a random bistro with just a hole in the wall establishment, and they give you a menu that's made up of 7 to 8 items. You may be more likely to act quicker, choose a plate quicker than if you were at the diner. Now, is that because of the options? Most would say yes. The lack of options just sort of forces your hand. And WorldStar just presented, or they present, let's not talk like the website is dead as well, because, obviously he's probably got people handling that. It's a site that approached it in the same manner that YouTube approached everything. I mean, even though YouTube officially started in 2006 and WorldStar's been up since 2005, I mean, I understand at the beginning it was more of a mixtape. It was more of a mixtape site, and then it progressed into what it progressed into. As I said, I'm not going to get into my personal feelings about WorldStar. You guys are familiar with how I feel. But I will say that through the years, I've sort of looked at WorldStar as just the reality of the world, of course. We have a responsibility in the world's the worlds of the videos in which we consume. We have a moral stake in that content. So it's not like you're watching a movie or you're, or whatever. But it's just like alcohol, with moderation and with the self-awareness of the fact that you are taking something in that is toxic. I mean, if you're watching, videos of people getting knocked the fuck out all day long, then that's going to affect you in some way, shape, or form. I'm not saying it's going to influence you, but it will affect you in some way. Completely different, of course, if you're watching boxing or MMA, then the context of that is different. It's competition. It's not people just trying to eat each other. So what I'll do is, since the man has passed away at the very young age of 43 years old, I am going to play you a clip of a interview that Q did about 2 years ago with Sway in the Morning, where he was chastised by a caller who gave him the typical, WorldStar is terrible, it's hateful, it's negative. And Q answers his question the best way that he can, wrong or right. We're just simply going to play his answer. Rest in peace.
I think your website ain't shit. I think your website ain't shit. Straight up and down. It ain't shit about your website that's hip-hop. I think hip-hop is in the state it is now because of your website. I'm from Chicago. I don't even listen to the motherfuckers from Chicago in new school chats. Because of your website, you got a lot of motherfuckers like that coming out. And you just display violence. I'm from Chicago. I hate to see the shit that comes up on the news. I hate hearing about people I love getting killed. And that's all you do is exploit violence. Ain't shit good that come out your fucking website.
Okay.
That's on everything.
Can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, you kept saying hate, 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 and I haven't said hate yet. But to answer your question, I mean, you have your opinion. You have the control to watch what you want, and the videos. I mean, the website put a lot of unknown artists, and we broke a lot of people as well. So you can point at the negativity of WorldStar, but you also got to look at the positive too. Like everything else, you just can't sit there and just hate on us for everything because we're just a medium. And what about the people actually doing it?